Hello everyone, welcome back. We're on what part are we on? 23, maybe? Yeah, maybe 23. I thought I'd get these, well, they're not needed for the game or anything, but I figure the fire arrows, it's only going to be a couple of text boxes, so might as well get them. And then it's off to the Gerudo land. Yeah, so we've got Hono no ya wo te ni ireta, so, put into the hand fire arrow, or arrows. Shi ni setto te yumiya ga henka. So by setting it to sea, I suppose, your bow and arrows will change. Meichu sureba hidaruma da. Meichu, we may have seen before, I can't remember actually, but Meichu just means to sort of hit a bullseye, or to, to hit a target, to successfully hit a target, I suppose. Meichu sureba, so just kind of like, maybe kind of like upon hitting your target, rather than a conditional. Or maybe it is conditional, if or upon hitting your target, if you hit your target. Hidaruma. Hidaruma, for some reason, means, like, I don't know why, but it's like for a person's body to be on fire. I don't really know why. Maybe not specifically a person's, maybe it just means an object or a physical body, I suppose, a physical body to be engulfed in flames, kind of thing. Hidaruma. Is it not like a person made out of fire or something? Like Yuki Daruma is like a snowman, isn't it? It's like a body made out of snow, isn't it? I don't know what a Daruma is, but I know that like Hidaruma seems to mean to be like engulfed in flames, which is good. I don't think I need to set the scarecrows up, but I think I will. Since I already established the. Excuse me. Since I did it as a child, we'll see what they wanna do. Oya, omae, itsuka no yosei da na. Zuibu no kiku natta na. So I guess oya is just like, what's this? Aha. Who are you? Kind of thing. Omae itsuka no yosei da na. Itsuka no yosei. I guess it's like you are, the fairy from some time. But I thought Itsuka was like a future date. Or maybe, oh no, sorry, no, maybe Itsuka. It's like Itsu is when, and then Ka is like, he obviously, sometimes, it's like, you are the fairy from some time. Rather than Itsuka, which is like someday. I think this is more of a Itsuka rather than Itsuka. Yeah, so he seems to remember seeing the fairy, maybe. He seems to remember seeing Navi. Or maybe he's calling us a fairy. I don't know. It's all kind of referring to us, isn't it? And then Zuibun okiku natta na. So considerably, I suppose. Zuibun, sort of to a great amount, maybe. Greatly. Very much, I suppose. Okiku natta, became big. And then na, just like, didn't you? Or sort of agreement kind of thing. Omae no kyoku wa. Is when you're trying to think of something, I suppose. Normally, people say when they are trying to think of what to say next. It's like the Japanese equivalent of or which I say a lot. I just did in English, but yeah, so I guess he's trying to think of what the song is, And he's going, what was your song again, sort of thing. But yeah, he's going like, omae no kyoku wa, your song was kind of thing. Are? And he's like sort of expressing surprise because he's kind of just realised that he's forgotten it, I suppose. He's gone like, are? But he can't recall the song. Yeah, wasuretari nanka shinai ze. Omae koso wasuretan daro. Okay. So he's going like, this is no, basically. Iya basically means no. And then wasuretari nanka shinai ze. So wasuretari kind of makes it into forgetting or things similar to forgetting. So maybe, forgetting, not being able to recall, never knowing, whatever, like those sorts of things. He's saying he doesn't do them. I never like forget things and, similar verbs to forgetting, I suppose. And I guess the nanka, like we've seen before, kind of belittles forgetting. So it's like he would never do such a thing as pathetic as forget. Kind of has that kind of vibe in it, sort of. But yeah, wasuretari nanka shinai ze. At least I think it does. I think it kind of has that. Omae koso wasuretan daro. So you are the one who has forgotten, I think. He's sort of saying, you are the one who has forgotten, aren't you? Ocarina motteru nara fuite mi na, baby. So yeah, just like if you are in possession of an ocarina, try playing it. Try playing a few notes, and then baby, just meaning baby. So sono ocarina da. So yeah, that's right. That's the one. That's it. Yes, kind of thing. That ocarina. Soitsu de ano kyoku fuite mi na yo. So using that thing, that song from like a long time ago, therefore it's ano kyoku, because it was like distant in the past. Fuite mi na yo. Fuite mi na yo. I don't know how to pronounce that properly, really. Fuite mi na yo. Fuite mi na yo. I don't know. I'm not sure how it changes, but yeah. Try blowing it. Try playing it. And then baby. And didn't we do... Was that the one? Okay, good. Then it was Kakashi no Uta wo... what was it? Fuita? I guess, you played the Scarecrow's song. Yay! Soda! Sono kyoku da! So this is just yay, written in katakana. That's the one, sort of that song. That's the song. Kansha Kangeki. Kansha Kangeki, I guess that's just like... Kangeki, I guess is like an extremely stimulated in kind of a literal way. Let me have a look here. Kansha. I don't think it will be an entry. Okay, let's do Kangeki then. Yeah, deep emotion, impression, inspiration. So yeah, so Kansha Kangeki. So it's like I feel extremely, and then kansha is like, gratitude or thankfulness. So, I'm like extremely emotionally grateful at the right now because we played this, reminded him of this song. Iya, wasureteta wake janai ze. I think we've seen this before. Wake means like, well, I suppose everything before it kind of modifies it, and wake means reason or logic or yeah, I think you could see it as meaning reason, and it's like wasureteta reason for was forgetting reason is not. So it's like it's not. It doesn't mean that I forgot it. is what it means. Like, it's not like it's not like I couldn't remember it. You know, this doesn't mean that I'd forgotten it. It's kind of hard to explain, but hopefully you get the idea from that. Wasureteta wake janai ze. So it does not mean, I suppose, it does not mean that I'd forgotten. Yeah, pretty weird grammar for English speakers, definitely. Demo, ole shitai kibun da, baby. But, you know, like, to sort of reward, to want to reward feeling is kind of thing. Like, he is in a rewardful mood. He has the feeling that he wants to, you know, thank us with something, to reward us with something. Soda, he's like, that's right. He's just thought of something, so he's like going, that's good, that's what I'll do, kind of thing. He's sort of saying it to himself. Soda. Ora no nakama Pierre ga dokka de sasuratte kara yobitai toki ni sono kyoku wo fuite mi na. So this is just like my companion. I keep getting a good word for this and then just forgetting it. Anyway, it's like his friend, basically, isn't it? It's like they're the same. They're both scarecrows, so they are nakamas, I suppose. So my like fellow scarecrow Pierre is like somewhere at some place. He's like wandering. Sasural was wandering, wasn't it? So he's wandering at some place. Kara is like so, therefore. Yobitai toki ni, at a time, yeah, like at a time when you want to call him, or when you want to call him. That song, try playing that song when you want to call him. Chikaku ni ireba chikara ni naru yo, ittoite yaru ze, baby. So he's kind of saying, so that he becomes useful, or so that he helps you, basically, isn't it? Chikara ni naru means to like help someone, doesn't it? So that he helps you, like I will say in advance, like I'll tell him in advance, basically. And then chikaku ni ireba is like, you know, if you are nearby, if you are close by, so that he is useful to you, or so that he helps you, I will say, you know, I will say so that he helps you. I will tell him to help you. Kind of less literally here. All right, he's done. I'm trying to think what else could happen. Should I get Epona? Epona's kind of a... I probably should, shouldn't I? I should probably get Epona. Let's get Epona. Again, like I have the song, I set it up as a child. She's, you know, arguably a pretty major part of the game. But I'm going to turn the game up a little bit. I'm going to try to anyway. Yeah, I think we should get her. So maybe I'll get Epona. I'd also like to get... I only need one more spider until we get 30, and then I can get the biggest wallet, which I guess we'll do. And we'll see, I guess, just what's going on after that, I suppose. See how much time we have left. See what we can do. Oh, this is going to be annoying, actually, isn't it? He's going to have all this explanation. Alright, 俺が牧場を騙し取ったなんて噂してるやつがカカリコ村あたりにいるらしいが。Yeah, this is all a rumor. So this is all discussing a rumor that's going on about him. So he's saying, ranch, like kind of deceived, deceptively took, I suppose. It's like he kind of, he stole the ranch under like, false, what's the word? Like unfairly. He cheated the owner and obtained the ranch from him, sort of thing. And then he's saying Nante uwasa, and uwasa is like a rumor, probably usually negative, right? Uwasa. Nante uwasa shiteru yatsu ga. So there are POSs or dickheads or, scum doing or spreading, I suppose. This literally means doing, doesn't it? But, it's like they are doing a rumor, or they are spreading a rumor, or they are making the rumor, spreading the rumor around. Kakariko mura atari ni iru rashi ga. So rashi, I think we've seen it in other games. I can't remember if we've seen it in this, but it's like unconfirmed hearsay. So he has heard but hasn't confirmed, I believe, that there are people in and around, I believe, the Kakariko village, who are sort of spreading a rumor that he took the ranch, cheated the owner out of the ranch. And then ga at the end to sort of be like, but fuzaken janie. Fuzaken jane. I believe that fuzakeru is to to sort of use bad language. It's like to fuck around, basically, isn't it? So fuzakeru is to piss around and just sort of, yeah, it's kind of that, muck around and kind of be just a bit stupid and, that's what fuzakeru is. And fuzaken na, I suppose, is quite a rough way of saying don't mess around, stop effing around kind of thing. So I guess this is just the same. Fuzaken jane. I suppose you'd want to go with fuzaken janai, but obviously he's saying ne because it's it's rougher sounding. Fuzaken janie. So he's saying, don't be so ridiculous, stop messing about, stop being such fools, kind of is the vibe here. Taron no yaro ga. I am not sure what's going on here. Oh, okay. Ohito Yosh, apparently. Ohito Yosh. Soft-hearted, good-natured, credulous person. Easy mark, soft touch, simple soul. So yeah, he's saying that fool, I suppose is the best translation here. That fool Talon, or Talon the fool, or something, is is weak. He's soft. He's not cut out for it. And then Nandayo is just kind of insisting on the statement, isn't it? Nandayo. So that full Talon is soft. He's weak. Nandayo, sort of thing. Kono Ingo sama ga issho kenmei hataraita kara ima no bokujou ga arunda. Okay. So this elite Mr. Me, or sort of this Lord Ingo kind of thing, is sort of obviously calling himself with lots of honorifics and stuff. So the Great Ingo basically is what he's calling himself, I guess. The Great Ingo. Issho Kenmei is To do something like as hard as you can, I guess. To be honest, I don't really know why. I think this can mean to like to gamble in a way, or to like put like your life. The last one's like your life, isn't it? Or mortality. And I'm kind of guessing here, but it might be that it's like maybe. I'm guessing this is something a bit like you gamble your whole life. You stake your whole life on doing something. Which isn't to be taken literally. It just means that you know, you've tried your absolute best. You've worked your absolute hardest to do something. So it's issho kenmei hataraita kara. Like, I worked my absolute hardest. So, like, the current ranch is, basically. Well, less literally, like, the ranch is only as it is now because I worked my arse off, I guess. So it's all kind of down to him, and therefore he deserves to be the leader of the ranch, right? Or the boss of the ranch. Aka no tani no nii-chan nanka ni monku iwaretaku ne na. I'm not entirely sure why this means what it does, but Aka no tanin means complete stranger, according to my dictionary. I know that I think this can... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say yosomono. Can this be read as yosomono? Tanin. It seems it can't actually, but yeah, it's like other person, isn't it? So like I don't know what the kanji for red's doing in there, but it's like, yeah. Anyway, it just means like a complete stranger. Ni-chan, that's us. You know, we're a young man. That's what Ni-chan means quite often. So well, monku is like a complaint, isn't it? Negative words. So he doesn't want a complaint to be said. Oh man, there's too much to unpack here. Iware, this should be like iware taku nai, which means like it's like passive voice and negative desire form. So it's like he does not want to be said by the complete stranger young man, us. He doesn't want complaints to be said by us, basically. He doesn't want us leaving the ranch with a bad impression, and I guess, potentially spreading bad words about the ranch. So yeah, he doesn't want to be said by us complaints. A complete stranger. Oh, that was hard. それにガノンドルフ様がこの俺の腕を見込んで牧場を任せてくださったんだ。So それに is like in addition. So in addition to that, Ganondorf sama ga, Ganondorf, this, me. That's a bit arrogant, isn't it? Kono ore. So the great Ingo, I suppose. Not ude, meaning like skills. In this case, can mean arms, but in this case means skills. The great Ingo's skills. Mikonde. I guess this must mean to like to recognize as or to view. So he recognizes my skills, and he makaseru means to like leave to someone to do, doesn't it? Or to, I guess, to leave someone in charge of something. So he left the ranch. He left the ranch to Ingo. And then kudasattanda, makasete kudasaru, I guess is like the non-request form of like makasete kudasai. Kudasai is when you are asking someone to do something. Excuse me, like you're asking someone to do something. So it wouldn't work in this case because, no one's here to ask anyone to do anything. It's makasete kudasaru, which would mean, I guess, he left the ranch to me, and the kudasaru, I suppose, expresses like humbleness, I guess. And kudasatta is just the past tense, right? So makasete kudasattanda. Yeah, so he left the ranch up to me. 俺は立派な馬を育てて、お馬をガノンドルフ様に認めてもらって、what's going on here? It's like Shutsuyo or something. Let's have a look. Shusse. Hey, I've used that word before. I've just forgotten it. Shusse is like promotion, apparently. No, sorry, I shouldn't be doing that. I haven't finished reading it. Mitomete moratte shusse surunda. So this must be intransitive, is it? It's not even a verb. You need suru to make it into a verb. Anyway, so I splendid horse raise, like the great, I suppose, the great demon king Ganondorf Summer by in this case, Ganondorf Summer by mitomete moratte will like receive recognition, like favourable recognition by Ganondorf Summer, and shusse surunda. So shusse, I guess, is just like advance in this case. Shusse suru. I will like advance in rank. I will, rise up the ranks and stuff. Yeah. Shusse surunda. Sonna koto yori. So yori is just like, no, let me finish. Ni-chan yo. Koko ni iru uma ni noritaka ne ka. Noritaka ne ka. Okay. So Sonna koto yori is just like, like kind of more importantly than that kind of thing. If you want to be very literal, but he's basically saying, like rather than talking about that now, or more importantly than that now, I suppose kind of in a way it's like anyway, what's more pressing to us, I suppose, as a visitor, not his story about Ganon, but sonna koto yori, more importantly than that, ni-chan yo, young man. I think this is like nori takunai, but it's just nori takane. It's just very rough sounding. So he's kind of saying like, don't you want to ride on the being here horses, I suppose. The being here horses. So the horses here, do you not want to ride, kind of thing? Or, do you want to ride the horses here? 10ルピーで馬に乗れるぜ. So with 10 rupees, or by spending 10 rupees, this is potential form, isn't it? So you can ride on the horses, I guess. 馬に乗れるぜ. We might have seen this before. Basically with noru, you always use ni. It's always ni. There might be some occasions when that's not the case, but if there are, I do not know them. It's always ni with noru. And then noru, noranai. Ride and don't ride. Should I talk to him about how to ride a horse? I kind of don't want to. Uma no norikata kikite ka. So like the This is like the method or the way of riding a horse. So it's like basically how to ride a horse. And this is very common. You just put like the stem of the verb and then kata after it, and it kind of becomes how to do whatever verb it's used with. So norikata is how to ride. I suppose you could say tsukurikata is a very common way. A very common one, sorry. It's like, the making method, how to make something. Tsukurikata, norikata. So yeah, very useful this actually. So, and then kikite is like kikitai. Do you want to hear how to ride a horse? And we're going to say no, because there's already enough text as it is. Maido ari. This is a shortening of the phrase maido arigato. And then maybe gozaimasu or gozaimashita. Mai meaning like every. Do meaning like a counter for like occurrences or whatever. So every time, every occurrence, every single time basically. Arigato. So it's like saying thank you as always. So it's kind of, very, very standard phrase. If you are sort of providing a service to someone or selling something, you'll pretty much, you'll be using this, because it's like you are always grateful for their custom. So it's like maido arigatou gozaimasu or maido arigatou gozaimashita, and he's shortened it down into maido ari, which you're not going to say. You're not going to say that to people because they will not like it. Yeah, it's obviously shorter and therefore ruder. So I just get on this knobhead. And I think I can just cancel, right? Just get straight off. Oriru toki wa tomatte eida. So the time for getting down, stop and press A. Or, when you want to get down, I guess. When getting down, stop and press A. Souya, nii-chan. どっかで見たことあるような. Not entirely sure what's going on here. So yeah, I think this is like so ireba, like kind of like having said that. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Maybe something like that. Like having said that, young man. At somewhere or at some place. Mita koto aru yo na. I believe this is a bit like, well, mita koto, this means that he has seen us before. Mita koto aru. Mita koto aru, it means you have seen it before. You have seen something before. You've experienced something before. It's like past tense verb, koto ga aru. Well, obviously he's omitted the ga. So it's just mita koto aru, just meaning I have seen you somewhere before. I've seen you somewhere before. And then yo na, I guess it's just like feels as though I have seen you somewhere before, but he kind of trails off. So I feel like he's going to say mita koto aru yo na ki ga suru, maybe, which means he gets the impression that he's seen you somewhere before. But he's trailed off, and so the sentence kind of isn't finished. Uma ni notta mama demo Z de chumoku surya hanashi ga shiyasui ze. More useful language here. I'm just going to turn the game down a bit because it sounds loud in my ears there. So probably is on the recording as well. There's quite a bit going on here, actually, isn't it? Uma ni notta mama demo Z de chumoku surya hanashi ga shiyasui ze. So it's like saying, well, mama, as we've said before, is like to be in the state of, or still in the state of, maybe. So it's like, well, how do I do this? Demo is like even, basically. So it's like even, still in the state of having climbed onto a horse, using Z. This is like if you focus using Z, I suppose. If you focus using Z, talking or a conversation is shi yasui, which means easy to do. Its opposite would be shi nikui, which would mean difficult to do. But what you do is you take the stem of the verb and then you say yasui, or nikui if you want to say something's hard to do. So the verb here is suru, and we take the stem, which is shi, and then yasui. So he's saying like even when on a horse, if you Z target, speaking is easy. Speaking is easy to do. And then he's saying more, okaeri kai, like is it already, I suppose, time to go home? Are you going home already? And this is kind of keigo-ish, okaeri. So yeah, are you already going home? And then you got suzukeru, meaning to continue riding, and then yameru, which means to stop riding, I suppose. So we're gonna yameru. And we're gonna go in again. No. This time, I want me horse. I should have gotten my money back last time. Why didn't she jump? Oi! Excuse me. Okay, here we go. So he's saying Zuibun ude wo ageta janeka. So again, like considerably or very much, skills, and this is transitive. Like I have improved my skills. They haven't just gone up on their own. I have tried and succeeded in raising my skill level. So I'm kind of getting better at horse riding, he's saying. And then janeka is like haven't you? Ore to ippatsu resu shiyou ze. So with me, ippatsu? Ippatsu? This is commonly used in like quizzes or whatever. If you're guessing something and you guess it with like your first go, people will say like ippatsu de. Like ippatsu de, I don't know, like seiko or ippatsu de seikai or something. It's like you got it in one attempt. You got it on your first go. One shot, round, charge. So it seems it's like, one round, one single round of racing. Resu is race. So yeah, with me, one round race, let's do kind of thing. Sono uma de koursu isshu no shobu da. Shobu is like a face-off, like a battle of kinds, I suppose. And this is a kind of a speed battle, I suppose. We're having a contest. We're competing. Using that horse. Excuse me. The course isshu is like one lap, basically. Isshu, one whole circumference, I guess. One whole way round, one lap. Not shobuda. Kakegane? Got look that up. I don't know actually. Kakegane is getting translated as latch, which it isn't. But I don't know if this could be read as kakegane. Kakeru can mean to bet, so it's like we're betting money. This is money, right? So it might be kakegin or kakekin. Yeah, it seems it's kakekin. Which means like a bet or something. Kakekin. Is it? Yeah. Stakes or bet. So kakekin 50 rupee de dodai. So how is 50 rupees for the stakes, I suppose, and then yare. And I'm probably going to struggle with this. Get out of it, lad. Get past it. Come on, there we go. That's probably all you have to do is get past him that first bit. You're slow, dude. Oh. Now I've got to do it again. Oh god. So he's going. So obviously he's going like shit or damn it or fuck off or ah for fuck's sake or something like that. He's cursing basically. こんなことがガノンドルフ様に知れたらOkay, yeah, I think I might understand. So konna koto is like, you know, basically this whole situation. Like this thing, what's just happened, this situation. I suppose konna usually means, you know, this kind of thing. Which it could mean here, but I think sometimes it can also just mean, you know, kono koto. Like a thing such as this, or this kind of situation. Ganondorf sama ni, to Ganondorf sama, shiretara. I think this is... I know that like potential form and potential form and passive form are the same form for some verbs. Like tabelalelu means like to be able to eat, and taberalelu also means that is the passive voice of, it's the passive form of the verb, I suppose. And I know that the potential can get shortened down into like, same example, right? Tabelelu, rather than tabelalelu, you could just say tabelelu, which means to be able to eat. So I'm wondering if you can do the same with passive. And so this is like shiretara, like if it is found out, if it is learned by Ganondorf, if this sort of situation is discovered, is known by Ganondorf. It might be saying that. I think he is. Oh god, he's going all in. He's going Timir. So that's like a bad word. Don't say that. You can't say Tenir. It's too bad. It's too rude. It's like the C word. So don't say this. But it basically means you, but incredibly rude, very offensive. And then he's saying like Moichido Shobuda. So like once again, I suppose, again one time, contest or face off or whatever. Temega Kadala. If you win, I suppose, like if win, yeah, if you win. Sono uma teme ni kurete yaru. If you win, that horse to you, like I will give, and the yaru kind of makes it a bit kind of rough sounding. It's like I'll give you that effing horse sort of thing. Right, it's going to be hard. I'm going to save state actually, just in case I F it up. Go lad, get right in his way. There we go. That's how you do it. What's going on, dude? You're slow, man. funny that that's like the only bit that's a problem. If you can get past him, you just win. その馬はエポナじゃねえか。So yeah, like that horse, Epona, like, you know, isn't that Epona sort of thing? Isn't that horse Epona? そのAbare Uma? Kinda guessing. Is that Abare? Seems it is, yeah. Abare Uma wo itsu no ma ni dou yatte tenazuke yagatta? Yeah, quite a bit going on here. So that abareru is to like to kind of to be violent, I believe. My dictionary says to act violently, to rage, to struggle, to be riotous. So it's like a not, yeah, just that it's like it's not calm, you know. It's a riotous horse, a sort of untamable, I guess, is what it kind of means. So that untamable horse. And then itsu no ma ni is like what, sorry, no, not what. It's like when, period of time, at kind of thing. When period of time at. And it's, you often get it with like itsu no ma ni ka, and it means like, just like when, at what point did something happen, at what points, yeah. So that's what's going on here. It's like at what point, and then do yatte is like how, like doing how or doing what. It means like in what way, how on earth, how did you, sort of thing. So at what point and how, and then tanazuke. Let me just look here. Tenazukeru just means to, I suppose, oh, to tame. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. Tenazukeru. It means to tame or to win over or whatever. So yeah, so that like riotous horse. At what point and how did you tame it? And then yagatta is again showing like disdain or hatred for an action that we've done. He's obviously quite annoyed that we have tamed the horse and he wasn't able to. Ganondorfu sama ni purezento suru hazu no uma wo kakete reisu de makeru nante. So this nante again is just kind of expressing disbelief of everything that comes before it. We've seen it a few times in the series. Again, this is like to think that, or how could I, or it's unbelievable that. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, I guess it's worked so far, so we'll stick with to think that, right? It's like to think that I bet the horse I was supposed to like give as a gift or give as a present to Ganondorf-sama. Sorry, where was I going with this sentence? Yeah, to think that I bet. Oh, I should have. Let me start over here. So it's like to think that I bet and lost the horse that I should have given as a gift to Ganondorf-sama via a race. I lost it in a race, by the means of a race. So that's kind of the whole sentence there. And then so he's cursing again. And then ha ha ha. He's got a bit of a plan, hasn't he? Yakusoku dori sono uma wa omae ni kurete yaru. Tadash. So yakusoku dori, the way of the promise, or as promised, the way I promised. That horse you to give. So I give that horse to you. But, however, kono bokujo kara wa Delalene Kalana. This ranch from Delalene. Delalene Karana. I guess it's like the condition for giving the horses. You know, he's like saying, yeah, the only reason he'd give us the horse maybe is because because we can't leave. Yeah, because we can't leave from the ranch with it. Yeah, that kara feels a bit out of place as an English speaker, but you know, it totally makes sense in Japanese. So, and then we jump over the fence. Go on, Epina. Yes. And I think that's going to have to be the end of the video. We'll start on Spirit Temple and stuff next time. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope it was worthwhile. And see you next time.